Hi guys, welcome to episode 23 already in the PGN Piano Theory course. Today I'm going to be teaching you about chord progressions. Now remember, in the previous two lessons I taught you major and minor chords, and we're going to be using a couple of them in this lesson. So I really hope you did your homework and practice them, because I'm not going to explain them again. You're going to have to know them by now. So let me quickly tell you what a chord progression is. A chord progression is basically nothing more or less than a little loop. And that loop usually consists out of 4 steps. Not always, but usually it does, okay? Now, chord progression basically says, if we pick a chord, and then another chord, and then another chord, and then a final chord, and we play that again, then we're going to get a sequence, a progression, a loop, if you will. And I've put 4 chords above the piano right here, so you can peek a little bit if you want, and check out those notes if you forgot them. But I've put 4 chords up there, and what happens is, if we're going to play those 4 chords in a row, we're going to end up with a song. And most of the songs, most of the pop songs out there basically use a chord progression of 4 chords. Sometimes they use 2 chord progressions, and that's all. Like, that's the entire song. Let's have a look at the chord progression up there. We have F minor, A flat, E flat, and D flat. Okay, now if we play these in a row, you're gonna get this. Okay, and this is actually Hello by Adele. And basically, by playing these 4 chords, if I remember correctly, that's the entire song. That's all that basically happens. So what I want you to understand is that if you keep on looping this, you simply get a song. And that's what we call chord progression. Okay? So all you're basically doing is playing those 4 chords right after each other and turning that into a song. Therefore, if you know your chords and you have a look above the piano right now, you see those 4 chords. You see, F minor, A flat, E flat, D flat. That's all you have to remember in order to play Hello by Adele. So I could accompany it with the left hand, play an F octave, A flat octave, E flat octave, and a D flat octave for all of the chords, so you get this. Okay, so if you do that, if you match these, you're gonna get a song, and all you have to do is keep on playing that. Then later on in this course, if you learn about inversions, you can play it right here, so it actually sounds like the song. Okay? But you don't have to worry about that for now. I'm going to teach you that later. So what's important to remember, a chord progression is nothing more, nothing less than just a couple of chords being played right after each other, and you're going to loop that and play it again and play it again. Okay? It's also possible to play a chord twice and then another one. So let's say you play F minor twice. Okay, it makes it sound different, of course, but that's also a chord progression. It basically says play F twice and then move on to E flat and D flat. Okay, F minor, that is, of course. So chord progression, just a little loop of chords being played after each other. Most of the pop songs have 1, 2, or 3 of these loops, and that's the entire song. And that's why it's so powerful if you learn how to play these chords. For now, I want to remind you to give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Make sure to have a look at pgnpiano.com for over 350 lessons. And tomorrow, I'm going to be teaching you about major 7 chords. So not regular major chords, but major 7 chords. So make sure to check out that lesson because it's really cool. It's going to be a little jazzy.